Now to that deadly bus crash out of Atlanta. The bus driver, Jerry Sims, is charged with second-degree homicide by vehicle. That's a misdemeanor charge in Georgia, but we want to know what that charge would look like here in Alabama. WFF 48's Leah Jordan spoke to a Huntsville attorney who tells us what that charge really entails. And Leah, in Alabama, the vehicular homicide statute was recently repealed.
Exactly, Mark. Attorney Russell Crumbley tells me we're in a time of flux right now with that specific statute. The new legislation goes into effect in August. He says the new statute puts a higher burden of proof on the state of Alabama. In layman's terms, all that means is it's going to be much more difficult to convict someone of vehicular homicide here. Although if a case is proved, there are harsher penalties and more jail time. Crumbley says one strange thing about this new legislation is that typically statutes are written to say anyone who violates a law shall be guilty of a crime. But this one's a little bit different. Check it out.
This statute says anyone who violates this statute may be guilty of homicide by vehicle or vessel. It's very odd because that sort of implies that they may not. There's not mandatory language in that statute.
Now this is about Alabama, but switching gears back into Georgia, back at that Georgia bus crash, like we said, those charges just came down against Jerry Sims. Investigators have not yet interviewed him. He's still in the hospital, but we'll be sure to give you the first alert as soon as more information becomes available on WAFF 48 as well as our news app.